Hello, this is Serene77, and I am doing a monthly reading for the month of September 2018 for the sign of Aries. Spirit, God, archangels, ancestors, everything that is good in the universe, I ask you, are there any messages for the sign of Aries? For their mind, their hearts, and anything that they may be going through physically on a 3D plane. I also ask you to give me messages that'll help them along their journey. Any advice that you would have for the sign of Aries. Okay, this is for your heart, for your mind, and anything that you may be going through in the physical world. And then I'm going to do 7 cards, one for the first week, one for the second week, one for the third week, and one for the fourth week. I see that someone has recently gotten some type of communication. Maybe someone called them with important information regarding something that they care about emotionally. And it feels as though you may feel like you've been stabbed in the back. You're ready to just drop everything and go. I see that someone is like, I need to move on to better horizons. There's 2 travel cards at the end of the deck. And it's all surrounding communication. So maybe someone have gotten or will get communication regarding someone moving to another state, city, country, or just another location. I feel like someone may also have like an intuitive feeling that someone has moved or relocated. They may have just up and deserted you, um, leaving you out on your own, or they may do this in the future. Whoever this person is, they act as though they are royalty, as though they just deserve everything in the world and they're going to get whatever they want. This person has possibly put you through multiple ups and downs. It's just like an emotional roller coaster. And your emotions are very, very all over the place when it comes to this situation. This person may have moved because of a financial opportunity. And again, I'm getting like someone is getting a like a psychic download. So like for those of you who don't know what a psychic download is like, you know, to describe it in my sense, it's kind of like one day you just like something just clicks in your head like, oh, I think it's kind of like the intuitive. You know how they say, you know, a woman's intuition never lies? That's what it is. You know, a person's intuition never lies. So I feel like this person may be trying to be sneaky about it, but you already know. You intuitively know because you've gotten messages. Your intuition is like really highly sensitive right now. Um, so yeah, I feel like someone has gotten an intuitive message regarding the situation, but then they're also going to get a an actual communication about it. So I don't know if someone's going to come out the blue and tell you that this person has moved on or is moving. Um, that's another scenario too. This person might actually just be moving on to another opportunity that involves money. And you know it. Well, anyway, regardless of what the situation is, I feel that some of you will receive some type of communication regarding this situation. Um, and it's going to throw you off balance. You're kind of going to be confused and all over the place. Um, not understanding how to really deal with this on an emotional level. It's going to cause very passionate emotions. And when I say passionate emotions, I mean like, you know, I can see like anger or obsession, something like that caught this like passionate, you know. Um, so that's the overall energy. So I'm going to call out the cards. Okay, so in your heart space, you have the Queen of Cups. In your mind space, you have the Queen of Swords. And in your physical plane, you have, or in the 3D world, you have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so for week 1, you have the Devil card. So The devil talks about a bondage to something or someone, an addiction, um, a toxic relationship or friendship. It also talks about feeling like you're being swallowed up in life. Like nothing is going right. Um, so when it comes to your heart space, I feel as though with this Queen of Wands here, Queen of Cups here, excuse me. With this Queen of Cups here, I feel as though someone may be very emotional when it comes to whatever this vice is. So it could be an addiction that you've had for too long. And I say too long, I mean like, maybe you've done something like maybe smoke cigarettes for 20 years and you're ready to get rid of it. Whatever you're ready to get rid of, it's been too long. It's ran its course. So I feel as though in the heart space when it comes to week one, with this Queen of Cups going on, it has something to do with love. I think it has something to do with love. Um, I feel like some of you are too devoted to a love situation, which is causing you to be, um, to feel as though you are bound to this person, chained to them, kind of in like an emotional prison. I also see that some of you may actually feel this way because you are pregnant. For some of you, there may be the person you may be pregnant with, maybe the person who is moving forward in another relationship or moving out of or relocating, should I say. Um, and you're very emotional about it. You're very sad. Um, and you really don't know what to do. You kind of feel lost. Another thing is some of you may be pregnant but haven't told this person yet. Or if it's a male, they may suspect that a woman is pregnant. I I feel like somebody has trapped somebody. So whether it's a male that's trapped a woman and now she's pregnant, or if it's a woman, it may be a woman who's trapped a man and he's not happy about it, so he's moving on. There also may be an Aries who has been going through a toxic relationship or an emotionally abusive relationship. I don't see physical, but I see emotionally abusive. Um, who may be plotting and planning her exit. And this guy does not know she's pregnant. So you may be hiding a pregnancy from somebody or running away from the father of your child because he is emotionally abusive. Okay, so I also see that there may be an Aries who is looking for a specific communication from um, another, if you're a woman, another woman, or if you're a man, a woman. They're looking for a specific communication regarding a pregnancy. You suspect that, I want to say either you suspect that this other woman is pregnant by your significant other, or you're pregnant and you're waiting on communication regarding your significant other and this other woman. I say that because if you look at these two cards, the Queen of Cups is looking towards the Queen of Swords. Swords is all about communication. So you're looking for some type of communication. That's what I feel. And then it was confirmed at the bottom of the deck when I have the Temperance card, which has cups, which is telling me that the Queen of Cups is related to the Temperance in this reading. And it's she's looking at or toward the Ace of Swords, which is all about communication and offer of communication. Another scenario may be that um, an Aries may be trying to plot and figure out what is the right time to communicate with this other woman regarding what she knows intuitively. So that's the first week. It sounds like there's a lot of emotional things going on, um, a lot of contemplating, trying to figure out what the next move is, and trying to figure out what people's motives is, what's going on behind the scenes. It looks like you're dealing with toxic situations and toxic energy, um, things that are bounding you and causing you to be stuck in a sense. This is where your heart's at. So moving on to week 2, we have the High Priestess. So in week 2, the High Priestess talks about spiritual illumination. It may be an awakening moment, the aha moment, where you're just like, oh shit, I get it now. It may be a releasing. It may be somebody releasing something. So I think it goes back to this moving on. Those of you who are plotting an exit, when it comes to your heart space, by next week, you will be really in a freeing um, like a freeing space. Yeah, a freeing space. Meaning that when it comes to your heart, you will be able to let go and just become free, because you're going to have this some type of I do believe it's some type of communication that's going to cause you to have this aha moment, this I get it moment. This communication may be between you and the Queen of Swords, this other woman, or if you're a man, a woman. So I don't think I said this, but the readings will start the 17th of each month, and it'll you're going to calculate it as like a regular month that would start from the 1st, but it's going to be like 4 weeks from the 17th. I don't know if that makes sense. I might change it, but I started on the 17th, and I kind of want to keep the 17th. But for the next 4 weeks, this is what I'm calculating on. So this week, starting tomorrow, this September 17th will be the first week. Um, okay, back to this energy. So by the second week, some of you Aries may be in a freeing, a more enlightening, lighter energy. And some of you who are the ones who are pregnant, um, you are going to really feel better about the pregnancy itself. And you're going to begin to trust the process. This is going to be the beginning of trusting the process. And like I said, those of you who are dealing with communication about someone moving on or relocating, it's going to be a clearer understanding across all the boards. Every scenario that I just said, there's going to be a better, a more clear understanding of what's going on. And it's going to really put you in a lighter mind space or heart space, to where you're just like, okay, whatever, fuck it. So then you have the King of Pentacles. So you have 3 queens coming up in your reading, and one king. One king. There may be somebody who's in like a I don't even want to say 3-party situation. There may be an Aries woman who's dealing with a man who is dealing with 3 other women, or I mean 2 other women besides yourself. And this person has motives. Like, they may love you, but then they can talk to another one, and then they use another one for money. Okay, so after I got that, so when it comes to the heart space and the King of Pentacles, I feel as though, yeah, I feel like this is going to be the next 4 weeks may be a little up and down for you, okay? So when it comes to the cups in the third week, the Queen of Cups in the third week with the King of Pentacles, I feel as though some of you Aries may not feel as though you are financially supported enough to raise a child on your own. Maybe you're already going through some things and you just realize, like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to struggle some more. Like, just when I started to get things on track, I started, this situation came about. So some of you may feel that way. Some of you may also um, be meeting a male earth sign who is very financially supportive, who is financially stable, who um, can pretty much give you everything you want. And that may be why these two travel cards came up. We have the Eight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. And if you look, she's moving somewhere and he's moving on somewhere. So you may be meeting or may have met a financially stable man or woman who is allowing you the space and opportunity to move forward, maybe relocate, maybe move forward from this toxic relationship. So in the third week, 3 weeks from now, there may be a earth sign coming in for you. Or if he's not an earth sign, he may be just a stable male figure. Or she may be a stable female figure who's kind of like, who takes charge. She takes on the masculine energy. She's kind of like the primary breadwinner and doesn't mind having a man, you know, that makes less than her. So then, when it comes to your heart space in the fourth week, um, also, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to the third week because I missed something. So when it comes to the heart space in the third week, I also see that there may be whoever may be pregnant, or if even if you're not pregnant, if you're in this emotionally draining, toxic relationship, you may come across a good job or some money that's going to put you in a higher position financially in order for you to move forward and move on or relocate. And if you're not in a relationship and you're not pregnant and there is no other women or nothing like that, then I really feel like in the third week with your heart space, you're going to be really focused on um, your money and getting out of that headspace of emotions, or that heart space of emotions. You're going to kind of because the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles is like polar opposites. You know, I mean, they can mix together if you think about it, like how, Cups is all about water, it's the water energy, and Pentacles is about earth. When you bring the ocean onto the earth, they don't necessarily mix. They may mix, but sometimes they don't necessarily mix, but they may go hand in hand very well. So someone's really trying to get out of an emotional bondage. And when it comes to week one, if you're not in a relationship, it may just be that you have some type of addiction, or you may just be in a bad heart space. Like your heart is just hard, and it feels like your heart is being hardened and like just so broken in the past that you can't let go. I see like that some of you may be angry. It could be about a love situation, but it could also be about, you know, your family history, or some of you may want children and can't have them. So your heart may be angry about that. But like I said, from whatever the case is, if you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, if you're married, if you're in a toxic relationship, all the scenarios that I named, by week 2, you will be feeling better in your heart space. You will be feeling lighter. You'll be letting some things go, which may then open up the door for some of you to focus on your money, your financial goals. And so in week 4, I feel as though some of you will have the plan. So you have the King of Pentacles. You got the King and Queen here too. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is the third week. This is the fourth week. So in the third week, it's kind of like I'm thinking about this. Like, how do I get out of this financial bind I'm in? What do I need to do? I need to come up with a plan. You're really emotional about money, but you're thinking about it. So in the fourth week, it'll be more like, okay, I have a solid plan. This is what I'm going to work on. And your heart feels better about your financial situation. You'll feel more, by week 4, you'll feel more supported. Whether it's supported by the universe, whether it's supported by your family and friends, you'll feel more supported, more grounded and stable emotionally. In week 3, you'll still be in that emotional stage, but it'll be like, I kind of know I'm supported. It's kind of in between. It's kind of in between. That, like, I kind of know I'm supported because I've had these awakening moments or realizations. But then when you get into week 4, it'll really be like a confirmation and a real secure feeling that you are supported. Like the earth supports you. You trust the universe and you trust your spirit guides and you're just trusting the process. Okay, so when it comes to the Queen of Swords, which is in your mind space, your mind, the Queen of Swords in week 1. So in week 1 in your mind space, it's like I feel as though some people are really in a space where their mind is really like cussing people out every 5 seconds. So they may not actually verbally speak on how they're feeling, but I feel as though they are I feel as though some of you Aries are like really angry and bitter and cussing people out in their heads. Like, I don't know, I can just hear somebody saying in their head, like, I fucking can't stand you, motherfucker. You fucking bitch. Like, really cussing them out. Cussing people out. But you never say it. I think it's all in your head because this is the man space. So your man space is very bitter and angry. Very unhappy. And it's kind of eating you alive that you can't say what you want to say. I also heard people saying like, yeah, right. Like someone, maybe I heard, like I seen a situation where, like say says someone comes and say, oh, sis or bro, I'm going to the store, and I can hear the person say in their head like, yeah, right, bye, like I don't give a fuck, like just fed up. There we go. Hey Aries, so the last part of the reading cut off because my phone was acting stupid. So basically, what it was is physically, you guys are going to be in a better space. You're going to understand and know, moving forward, what to do with your money, with your home, with your just everything when it comes to the 3D world. So I do apologize for that one. I hope you got the rest of the messages. So now I'm doing the love. So you got religious factors, heart-to-heart conversations, attraction, true love, and reconciliation. So it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. This is this is the romance of your lifetime. Someone with your from your past is returning for to your life. So I get a couple different messages from this. I feel like those of you who are involved in church or some type of religion may be connecting with someone through a heart-to-heart conversation that you have an attraction with, um, and it may end up being your true love. And then reconciliation may happen with someone else. So someone from your past may return. So another scenario is pretty much the same thing, except for this person is someone who's from your past, and you guys reignite an attraction to each other through heart-to-heart conversations about religious and spiritual paths. There may be some of you who really just has an attraction to someone who may be in some type of a religious path, on some type of a religious path, whether they be a pastor or a minister or someone who's just really spiritual. And this attraction may be ignited through a heart-to-heart conversation about maybe life or something. This person could be your true love. You might not have even paid attention to them. So I also see a reconciliation. Somebody may reconcile with someone in a church. I also see someone being out in nature. I heard there could be a reconciliation with yourself. So like with you loving yourself, there could be a new ignited regarding self-love. So that's what I'm getting. Next is I'm going to pull one card from the Isis Oracle deck. Alrighty. Wings of Isis. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul's purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into the human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. Now I am going to, one just fell out, two actually. Is it three? Nope, it's two. Okay, so from the Law of Attraction Oracle deck, you have ambition and motivation. I am motivated and motivate people. I'm sorry. I am motivated, and motivated people help me to improve my finances. I am ambitious, and do not procrastinate or waste time being negative. All right, guys, that is your reading because my phone is acting stupid. I did this whole 40-minute reading for you guys and it just cut off. But hopefully it makes sense. If you have any questions, please inbox me. All right, love you guys. Bye.